Now, Nico Medved really put a lot of pressure on his freshmen, having one of their first away games be here at Cameron Indoor, but he had nothing to regret as he knew that this was a level that he wanted his team to see and for his team to be able to compete at. Well, we know the quarterback carousel has made its rounds here in Denver, but the Broncos, they're finding their new groove with Joe Flacco behind the ball and Vic Fangio making the calls. There's many struggles out there for women in the sports industry, but being a woman who can suit up and be ready to play on the football sidelines is a completely different story. Well, Shelby Olsen is defying those odds and making history here at Mountain View High School. We'll have the full story on her tonight on CTV 11 on Laced Up. COVID took away the sound of the band. It also took away the roar of the fans. But the one thing it didn't take away was a much-needed win for CSU, bringing home the bronze boot for the first time in 5 years. The blue light that's emitted from our phones often tricks our brain into thinking that it's still daylight outside. But if you want to get a good night's sleep, well, experts say put your phone down 2 to 3 hours before bed. When it comes to perseverance and a classic comeback story, CSU junior swimmer Maddie Ward is the definition of that. After 2 huge surgeries from her sophomore season, the swimmer is back in the water and she's already making a splash. CSU didn't close because of the snow outside, but because the air was too cold to circulate air inside.
Good job. Your little kid tells you that they want to do ninja, the first thing you think of is ninja actually a sport?
Like the NBC show American Ninja Warrior, young athletes like Jalen Wilson are taking up the sport of ninja. But convincing others that it's a sport, well, that's the hardest part.
First grade, I found out ninja was a sport. So then I was like, Mom, can I do ninja? And she was like, no, that's not a sport. And I was like, yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is.
But it didn't take long for Mom to realize that the leaping, climbing, and hanging is a serious sport, and a growing one. There are gyms and trainers all over Colorado that teach children about the full-body sport and ways to maneuver through the different obstacle courses. Not only are there classes and gyms, but there are also competitions for the ninjas who are ready to put their skills to the test.
There's what's called CNL, the Colorado Ninja League. There's UNAA, which is the Ultimate Ninja Athlete Association. And kids have a really great time doing those competitions.
The hard work and training that the Ninja Warriors do all comes with pride, but it also comes with blood, sweat, and, well, even a few calluses.
The calluses on Jalen's hands are definitely something she's extremely proud of and likes to show off.
As for Jalen, whether or not people recognize ninja as a sport, she knows she found her passion and has the heart of a champion.
Try our best, never give up.
Like most high school students, Devin has her fair share of insecurities. But this Fort Collins high school softball player, well, she's trying to overcome the impossible.
In Fort Collins, you could be like, oh, you know, the girl with one arm, it's not like, which one? It's like Devin.
Junior softball player Devin Priselic was born without her right hand. The umbilical cord got caught around Devin's arm and cut off the blood supply. At first, Devin's mom, Michelle, was devastated, until the stars aligned and a movie about a fish with a small fin came to light.
Finding Nemo came out, and my sister calls me up and says, oh my gosh, you've got to watch this movie. And I said, why is that? She goes, it reminds me of your baby. It has one little fin.
Not only did Finding Nemo come out the same year that Devin was born, but 2004 was also the same year that Bethany Hamilton lost her arm due to a shark bite. After that, Michelle was inspired from Hamilton and knew that there was one word that Devin could never say.
So when I say, oh, I can't do this, I'm one-handed, she's like, nope. Like, she'll be like, you're grounded. And I'll be like, oh.
Bethany Hamilton became one of Devin's role models, and Devin even got the chance to meet Hamilton at Hamilton's Beautifully Flawed camp in California, which hosts amputees from all over the world. The camp pushed Devin to realize that she can really do anything.
It was really like eye-opening because I watched all the girls and they were just so happy with their lives, and it kind of gave me the thought that I can be like that, I can move on, and I can have a life, normal life.
Devin knows what it's like to work hard and to overcome obstacles in life, like a surfer with one arm and a fish with a small fin. The power to cross whatever challenges come her way doesn't live in her limbs, but in her heart. Devin and the Lambkins will be on the mound at 7 taking on Rocky Mountain High School. But for now, I'm Sydney Wicker reporting live with CTV 11. Well, you could call this next story Fire and Ice. As the Cameron Peak fires continue to spread along Colorado's western range, one former hockey player is going from being on the ice to being in the fires. Former Colorado Eagles defensiveman Jay Burney is now a member of the Wellington Fire Department and is helping his new team on the front lines. A Colorado hockey player who helped bring home the Eagles a President's Cup is now a firefighter. Why? Well, he said for the experience, but also to work hands-on to save his community. Well, for one last time at Mile High, the CU Buffs hosted the CSU Rams, and this in-state rivalry was anything but friendly. Let's take a look at the highlights here. We have Montez passing off the ball. Look at him go right up the field. That's going to be a Buffs 32-yard gain on the play and first down, which is going to set him up right here for this touchdown play right in the end zone. Nice start for the Buffs. They're going to celebrate because that touchdown's a great way to start the game. But hey, it's the Rockies that were looking good today. Yes, I know. Finally.
This ball in the air, deep left field, stay fair. It is gone. 2-run, walk-off home run, Nolan Arenado.
The Rockies snapping a 5-game losing streak with a walk-off win. It was the third walk-off homer of Nolan's career, and it couldn't have come at a better time. The Rockies beat the Diamondbacks 7-6. And if you caught the game, you may have noticed a new, well, let's call it celebration. The Rockies players kept doing this same sign, and it turns out they call it the cockroach. In fact, this team has adopted the cockroach mentality because even when they're down, they refuse to die, and it's definitely do or die time. The Rockies are off today, but their homestand continues tomorrow against the Marlins. First pitch is set for 6:40.